Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you're all safe, sound, and healthy. And I'm back with something new. New in the sense that, what the reason I'm not giving a day to day, blow by blow account of what is going on is because, hello, we can already see what's going on. Imran Khan is legally winning and politically, but obviously physically. Because of the bullies that we have got up here, the US stooges that we've got up here. Obviously they're just by hook or by crook they're just trying to push everything down. So there's really nothing much to report on that. When it comes to the world view, again, as we already know, Israel never ever did a ceasefire. I don't know in what delusions the world has been living for so long. This is something that we've talked about numerous times, one way or the other, that Israel has always violated the peace treaties, and it's still doing it once again. And this time it's doing it very openly and shamelessly. Actually, it's always done it openly and shamelessly. It never needed the need to. It never felt the need to hide, and that's because of the. That's because of all of you people out there, especially the Europeans and the Americans. It's all thanks to you. You're the ones that financed them. You're the ones that stole the land and gave it to them. You're the ones that egged them on to wage wars. You're the ones that gave them weapons. You're the ones that helped them in this invasion and oppression. So yeah, kudos to you. I mean, this is what you've been teaching your children too, As long as we're the bullying is fine, it's okay. But if somebody else is bullying, then we have to come out and say it's wrong. So the white race has always been a hypocrite. Again, it's because if you look at the background, as I've always said, a civilization's background tells you a whole lot about them. Civilizationally speaking, Europeans have always been land pirates and sea pirates. So, nothing much has changed, really. Now, getting to my other update, which people think is an update, but actually, if any of you have read my books, which by the way, there's this huge end of the year sale once again on Smashwords. As you know, they do this sale annually, and I've put all four of my books on sale. So you can find the Mist series 1 and 2 free, completely free. And these are ebooks. Remember, Smashwords is ebooks. And you can get the Mist Complete series, the whole collection book. You can the bundle pack. You can get that for 75% off. And a novel, which is my latest book, you can get that for 75% off as well. And this sale starts on the 15th of this month and it ends on the 1st of January next year. So happy buying. And those of you who have already bought my books, you can always buy them again and gift them to others, because Smashwords has this amazing gift thingy that, I have myself, whenever people haven't been able to get hold of my books or have had confusion, then I have gifted it to them as well. So it's a very, very easy process. The reason I always recommend Smashwords, especially to people in Pakistan, is because, as we all know, Kindle is it's a nuisance, especially for those in Pakistan. Amazon and Kindle, they're not very exactly reliable. So although yes, you will find my paperbacks on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, but and hardcover as well. But when it comes to ebooks, people really do not like and struggle with Kindle. So Smashwords is amazing that way, because Smashwords, you have complete access. Unlike in Amazon and Kindle, on Smashwords, you have complete access with a free account. The account is always free. You open a free account, and then, the best part is that you buy the books in local currency. Not only that, I, as a writer, have the added feature that I can set the price so that it does not fluctuate as per dollar rate. So I have actually set my books on Pak Rupees rate so that it does not change according to dollar rate. That is an added advantage for those living in Pakistan, all those book lovers and book readers living in Pakistan, right? So getting back to that, the reason I mentioned my books is because, as I said, to me this was nothing new. If you've read my books, you will have noticed that I have mentioned Afia Siddiqui in my books, and I have mentioned the fact that she was tortured and assaulted. So why is it a new update? I don't know. Maybe it's a new update because finally, after all these years, her lawyer has had full access, and she has had full access to her lawyer, and her lawyer has had full access to her, and they have been able to get some stuff out, and the lawyer has petitioned against the US authorities for using sexual assault as an investigation technique against her. So as we all know, she was actually abducted. Then she was illegally imprisoned. At first, the Americans denied having her. Then, when an American journalist, together with Imran Khan, when they exposed it all, then they had to accept that they had her. But then they started spinning stories about how she was linked with the terrorist and all, which was absolutely ridiculous. A mother of three who was an MIT graduate and who was doing neurosciences. First, they claimed she was doing some sort of a physioastronomy. Then they claimed she was doing chemical engineering. Then they claimed she was doing they were just going on. And actually, she was just a neuroscience student. And the fact that they not just kidnapped her, but they kidnapped her kids. And they, gave her kids away to three different families in three different countries. And it took years for her sister to find those kids and bring them back. And it was found that they actually even tortured her kids who were minors, very, very. The youngest one probably cannot even remember what the mother looks like. That's how young the youngest one was. And they still tortured all three kids as well. And then they separated them from the mother and sent them to three different families, without telling anybody. And then, to find them was a big deal. It took years. So all of this was done by the American authorities. This shows you how the American authorities, the American law enforcement, as well as the American establishment and government, has always been breaking the law. They've been breaking international laws. That's because they believe that the whole world is their colony. Remember, the British never really left their colonies. They just turned them over to America. America is the biggest colony of Britain, and the sole responsibility of America is to take care of all the other colonies on behalf of Britain. You need to remember that, and you need to imprint that in your mind, because the consequences of that is going to come right during and after this world war that America has been pursuing, again on behalf of Britain. So here we are, and the azans have started for Zohar, and I've already prayed because I usually pray at the first azan. So these are like the main azans that are sounding up. So yeah, this is something of a news that the lawyer has finally taken this up about her sexual assault. And as usual, because the Pakistani government is not the legally elected Pakistani government, these are the same people that worked with America to allow America to kidnap Afia Siddiqui, and these are the same people who worked with America to kill the founders of Pakistan one by one. So you can't expect anything from them. Afia Siddiqui has long said that she has no expectations from the Pakistani authorities, which is a very sad fact. So at the moment, this is where we are at. We have only 3 to 5 countries waging a war or egging a war. We have 121 countries against this war between Palestine and Israel. We have 121 countries that demand that Israel be sanctioned. A few countries have already sanctioned Israel, America, and I think we need to sanction Britain, and we need to sanction Europe as well for being responsible for all of this. And yes, the boycott has hurt Israel because Israel mainly depends on trade, and it mainly depends on all of these so-called, international companies to finance them. And that's why I believe that we should not just boycott Israeli-based companies or Jewish-based companies, but we should boycott all companies of all those countries, which are just the 3 to 4 countries that are working with Israel. That is America, Britain. In fact, I would say, to stay on the safe side, we should boycott the whole of Europe when it comes to their, stuff, and we should go local. This is something I've believed in for a long time. If you have checked out my previous podcast is that I am always on the search for local stuff in which no imported stuff is used. Why? Because I have realized that our 100% local made stuff are 1,000 times better. The quality is much better. The stuff is more durable no matter what it is. The fact that our local manufacturers have started importing material from abroad, to me, has been a pet peeve. It has been something that has peed me off for a very long time. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So I'm always on the quest for 100% local. And then when you go for 100% local, then you have to go for smaller businesses. So the smaller businesses in Pakistan who cannot afford to import all that third class stuff, all that third class material from abroad, and they use the first class material of local material, and it's 100 times cheaper than what you get from those bigger brands. So yeah, I never go for brands. I always go for brandless, local 100% because I know that the stuff is 100% local and I know the stuff is going to last me long. So yeah, similarly, when it comes to daily life supplies. Unfortunately, 98% of our international companies that are in Pakistan are Jewish based or mainly Israel based or pro Israel. So it has been a bit of a shift because actually people never realized it that when these manufacturers came and they constructed their factories or they built their plants in Pakistan and localized their manufacturing. I guess people, including me, for a long time never realized that all that money still went out. You see, because in India, that's not what happens. So we thought that it doesn't happen here either. In India, even if the international companies invest in India, the money stays in India, the profit stays in India. But in Pakistan and in other countries also, as we have now begun to realize, the money goes back out. The profit goes back out. So nothing invested stays here. It all goes back out. And I think when people realize that all the money is going back out, then everybody was like, "What the fudge? Why even are we? Why is our money going out?" So everybody then decided to go local as well. Kudos to everybody's common sense for that, and kudos to everybody's resolution on that. As I said, I myself, since I came back from England, it's now almost 13 years. I have been going local for a very long time. Except that is in things that are 100% in my hand. I've always local bags, local shoes, local fabric, local clothes. So that's what I've always gone for. But now people are have become so conscious in other countries too. Now people are promoting local. Again, it's to stay on the safe side, and it's also to make sure that that the multinational or international companies do not misuse your hard-earned money in any way, because now the trust on multinational companies has gone. First of all, as I said, the quality isn't the same anyway. They're just cashing in on their brand name. Secondly, we don't know where their money is going now, because this is now a huge matter of massacre. So there's this massacre, this genocide that's taking place, behind which we have European countries and America, working with and financing and weaponizing Israel. So yeah, I believe that all Western products should be boycotted in Pakistan 100%, and other countries too. And I'm glad to see that other countries are doing it too. In Pakistan, our government is dead, but we, the people, we have boycotted everything. So this is me for now, signing out, and this is it. And inshallah, till we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, have happy holidays, and in case we don't talk again, a lovely new year. Bye bye. Khuda Hafiz.